Blackburn Rovers are in desperate times right here, right now, as we enter the last match before the international break. Desperate for a victory, that's right. The Valérien Ismaël era has kicked off with an absolute rotten start. Just 1 point above possible 9. Can we get something against Cardiff? Let's get into it. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video today. That's right, folks, back once again with another match preview. Looking forward to Blackburn Rovers taking on Cardiff over at Ewood Park. I'm not looking forward to it, but of course, coming at you this weekend. Can Rovers get back to winning ways? Can we go into the international break with a bit of a sparkle in our eye? Starting it away, it's Cardiff, also desperate for a win. That's right. We'll take it into it in a second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscribe button. We'll subscribe for Blackburn Rovers Championship World Football. We're going to all hear under one roof. Now, I am recording this fresh off the back of that Stoke defeat, so I'm not in the best mood. So we're going to just roll through it because I can't be arsed really right now. I'm absolutely at a wit's end with Blackburn Rovers at the moment. So let's take a look at the game itself. Kicking it all off this coming Saturday, it will be me in the watch-along on my own. No one else to join me in the misery. So we have played Cardiff 23 times since 2005. 8 wins Rovers, 6 wins Cardiff. There's been 9 draws. Our form, Rovers, at the moment, is pretty woeful without a win in the last 4. And those 4 games are all Valérien. Are they all? They're all Valérien Ismaël. Are they all Valérien Ismaël? They are. 3 of them are Valérien Ismaël. Sorry, 3 of the Valérien Ismaël. City in 9th right now, 52 points for the campaign. Up against Cardiff, who've lost 4 in the spin. They are in woeful form, 25th at the table. We just know what's going to happen, don't we? 21st in the table, 36 points for the campaign. Now, we have a 5-1 win on our record. We've scored 31 goals against them in those 23 matches, 1.35 goals a game on average. Cardiff, though, do have a 3-0 win on the record. They have scored 28 goals in those 23 matches, 1.22 goals a game on average. Now, the last 6 at both in Wales and at Ewood have resulted in a form like this. Rovers winning 4 of them, Cardiff winning just the 1, and there's been 1 draw. Rovers do have a 3-1 win on our record. That was earlier in the campaign. Wyman with a brace and Lewis Baker when he was on our books. Meanwhile, the last time I played at Ewood, Joe Ranky Costello came up with the goods with a 1-0 win over Cardiff. So we are unbeaten in the last 5. You got to go all the way back to October 2022 with the last fixture. Our last defeat was against Cardiff in Cardiff. Back in October 2022. Meanwhile, the last 6 at Ewood, we have yet to lose against Cardiff. Now, if there's anybody that we need to play right now, it is these guys. We need something, preferably a win. We've actually won 4 in the spin against them at Ewood Park, and we've actually scored 12 goals in those last 4. That's averaging 3 goals a game. You could do the math on that one, guys and girls. So we need it. We need it. I don't know where the goals are going to come from, but the only recognised goal scorer on our books right now is Joe Ranky Costello. Of course, the rest are gone. Tyree Stolen maybe there. Anyway, the last 10 looks like this. The red is bad, so just 1 defeat in the last 10. And over the record books, if we go all the way back to way back when, 58 times. We've won 22, they've won 18. There's been 18 draws. The goals margin is quite slim there. 83 goals for Rovers, 84 for Cardiff. So we'll see. The market values, of course, our squad is a little bit more valued than that of Cardiff. 52.5 million euros compared to this 46.2 million euros of Cardiff, averaging 1.95 million pounds a player compared to 1.65 million euros a player as well. They have a slightly younger squad than us. They have more national team players, more youth national team players, and more foreigners than we do as well. Let's take a look at the coaches under the microscope. Amaritza, 45 years of age, 1.23 points per match. His record against Rovers is grim, just the 1 match lost. Meanwhile, Valérien Ismaël's form against Cardiff isn't great. He's managed against them 6 times, only winning once, picking up just a 1 point per match ratio. He's got a 1.69 points per match ratio, but he's been absolutely, his point per match ratio for Rovers right now is so bad. He needs something, and I'm a big fan of Valérien Ismaël. Let's show my face, because I'm not going to be showing my face that much. Big fan of you, Valérien Ismaël. I need to see something, otherwise you're going to go on the scrap heap. I'm running out of time. You've got to do something. I really am desperate for you. Anyway, let's take a look at the squad then. This is Blackburn Rovers, of course. Maybe now, or maybe not now, but very, very soon we've got to be ripping up the blueprints and starting again. I would like to see maybe back to a back 4. The past 2 games with a back 3, we've been shit. Into the midfield, of course, Forshaw started. What was that all about? Of course, we've got no Hedges, we've got no Wyman, we've got no Cargbo. We are desperate for somebody, a hero at the moment. I can't see anyone is stepping up to deliver. Cantwell's been absolutely woeful. Dolan, I've just ran out of patience for. I've just given up. So don't even bother offering him a contract anymore. Meanwhile, this is my lineup. I've got pairs between the six: Britain at right back, Ribeiro at left back, Carter and Hyam, Travis Tronstad, Dolan, Ohashi, Dennis and Gay. It's all systems go, must score and hopefully get the W. Meanwhile, our opposition is Cardiff. They've got Horvath between the sticks. They've also got Alnick as well. They've got O'Dowda at the back, Chambers as well in the mixer. Dimitris Gutas is a bit of a monster. Perry and G, a familiar face as well. As for forward, Callum Robinson's the goal threat, definitely. They've got the likes of El Ghazi. I don't know why he's been starting him late. Ruben Colwell, David Turnbull, also good players as well on their day. So definitely got some creative players. Not sure where they all are in regards to fitness. That's why I've gone with this lineup. Hovarth, Perry and G at the back there, Gutas, Fish and O'Dowda. We've got Chambers, Colwell, Salic, Robertson, Willock and Robinson. That's my lineup. The star man, according to the transfer market, the most valuable, it is Civic Mancevic, is the defensive midfielder, valued at a cool €5 million, and Terry Stolen the same, but he is shit. Meanwhile, the average scores for the players, Callum Britton has been the best player for Rovers by a distance. Danny Bath's up there, and we are desperately missing him at that moment. Meanwhile, on the flip side, Cardiff's main man has been Callum Robinson, as well as Alex Robinson, the two Robos, delivering the goods as well. Meanwhile, averages, Rovers all the way down to 9th right now with a 6.90 average compared to the 6.82 that is Cardiff. They played 37 games as have we. They've scored 40 goals. We have scored 41. We've conceded 38. They've conceded 61. They're picking up a 1.1 average goals a game, as do we. As for ball possession, 48.3% possession for Rovers, 46.8 for that of Cardiff. We've got 13 clean sheets compared to the 6. As for duels, 50.8 duels won by Rovers, 51.5 won by Cardiff. As for the duels in the air, Rovers have won 52% compared to the 51. We have 3 red cards, as do Cardiff. So that's, of course, some of the tails of the tape. What about possession stats then? Well, let's have a little look at it, shall we? Of course, Rovers prefer to be on the right than the left. And, of course, when in possession, 42% of the time is in the middle third. As for Cardiff, they prefer to attack from the right to the left. And, of course, in the offensive third, 29% of the time. Kicking on forward. As for shot direction, Rovers prefer to shoot from either left or the right 14% of the time. And, of course, 13% of our shots are in the 6-yard area. We hardly ever go for a goal. We just try to walk it in, and it's been absolutely a failed disaster. As for Cardiff, 16% either side, left and right, the shots, and 8% in that 6-yard area. As for shots received, more often than not, they're coming down the left-hand side than the right for Rovers. And same can be said for Cardiff, 15% to 14. And again, 34% long-range efforts and 35 for Rovers at the moment. Goals scored, 27 of them by open play for Rovers, 6 by set pieces, 4 counter-attacks, 3 penalties and 1 own goal. As for Cardiff, 24 through open play, 10 set pieces, 4 counter-attacks and 2 own goals. So set pieces a key factor. You've got some big boys in there. As for goals conceded, 23 through open play, 11 set pieces, 3 penalties and 1 counter-attack. As for Cardiff, 37 goals through open play conceded, 12 set pieces, 6 counter-attacks, 3 penalties and 3 own goals. This is what's on the agenda for Rovers. Of course, we're coming into this on the back of successive defeats, successive woeful, abysmal performances. In fact, there's 3, let's chuck it in there, 4 woeful performances in a row. 1 under David Lowe there, and the rest under Valerian Ishmael. That point against Norwich is shit. I don't know what people, they should not be glowing. It was woeful. It was disastrous. I don't know what people are saying. It was a point fluked. We fluked it. There was no performance, and there was no performance in the last 2 games. We need a result, and fast. And we still have a preferable or profitable or a potential decent run in still. But we need to get some results, and fast. I don't believe in it right now. I don't believe in the boys. Meanwhile, Cardiff, they've got Sheffield Wednesday after this one. Then it is QPR, Preston and Stoke. All tricky games, of course, as we head into the month of April. Now, the strengths, we're going to skip that. Meanwhile, the table looks like this. Rovers are in 9th compared to Cardiff's 21st spot. And the journeys so far have looked a little bit like this. We're on a downward trajectory, as are Cardiff right now. And of course, they could be in much worse shape, as could we, heading into this one. Now, this is the form at the moment. Rovers sitting in 15th at the form table compared to Cardiff in 20th. We are winless in the last 4. They're winless in the last 3. In fact, they've lost 3 on the spin. Their away form is not great either. Back-to-back losses, or just 1 win the last 6. Rovers do have an okay kind of home form, but it's still not as good as it used to be. Meanwhile, this is the characteristics that I'm looking for now here for Rovers. They're coming into this. We are good at protecting the lead, strong down the wings. We're also good at stealing the ball from the opposition, and aerial duels. Our weaknesses, those defending set pieces, avoiding fouling in dangerous areas, and our style of play is aggressive, and we do play in our own half Cardiff's, those strengths are shooting from free kicks, attacking down the wing, stealing the ball from the opposition. The weaknesses, though, finishing scoring chances, avoiding offside, defending counter-attacks, defending against attacks on the wings, defending against long shots, and defending against through balls. Their style of play is wide, taking a lot of long shots. They come down the right-hand side and they rotate their 11. Rovers will score from a wing play situation, but Cardiff will also score from a free kick. Now, this is what's happening elsewhere in the Championship as you see it. On Friday night, Bristol City against Norwich City. Then it's QPR Leeds on Saturday, Millwall, Stoke, Luton, Borough. It is Rovers, it is Cardiff. I'll be in the hot seat. We'll see you then on that one. Coventry against Sunderland, Swansea, Burnley, Plymouth against Derby. We have West Brom, Hull, Preston against Pompey. We have Oxford against Watford, Sheffield Wednesday against Sheffield United. That will complete the week. That will complete the part of the season, and then we head into the international break. But these are the current top goal scorers. Saint Saint-Germain with 16 goals. Perot's up there with 15. No Rovers player in sight. So here it comes, guys. Boils down to this. What do I think will happen? Well, realistically, my head says we will not win this game. My head says we won't win this game, but I'm going to go with my heart here. We need to see a result. We need to see an improvement. We've been shit. This is at home. I think we got something out of Norwich, even though we were shit. Dennis is back. Hopefully, 11 men at home, we can get something in this. I'm going to be bold, and I'm going to go with a 1-0 win. I think on my actual predictions on the show, I put a 2-0 win, but I'm losing confidence. Ask me again on the day. I expected 0-0 draw, but that's it, guys. 1-0 winners. Hopefully, Rovers get it because we are desperate, and hopefully we can go into the break with something to cling on to. But until then, I'm out.